Here are our first three calculations. I've done a little bit of revision first from year 4. So we've got 2 digits divided by 1 digit, and we've got 3 digits divided by 1 digit. Okay, now if you want to be really mathematical and write clever clogs, you can have a look at the language. So the big number is always called the dividend. The number that we're dividing by is always called the divisor. And when we get the answer is called the quotient. Now, you don't have to worry too much about them, but it's always good to know the correct vocabulary. So let's get revising. So here, I'm going to put the dividend, or the large number, inside the bus stop. And I'm going to put the divisor outside the bus stop. And that's why we call it the bus stop method, because this little symbol here looks like they're all lined up waiting for a bus. Okay? Right, so let's get started. Now, this is the only calculation where we don't actually start with the ones, okay? We start with the largest place value. So let's have a look. So we say 6 divided by 4. How many 4s can we get into 6? How many groups of 4 fit into 6? Well, 1 group of 4, and then we have 2 left over, because 4 times 1 is 4, and I need to get up to 6, so I have 2 left over. And then I have 24 ones divided by 4, and it's 6. So the answer is 64 divided by 4 equals 16. Let's have a look at a slightly larger number now. 112 divided by 8. So again, I'm going to put my dividend inside the bus stop. I'm going to put my divisor outside the bus stop. And let's have a look. So let's start with the largest place value, the hundreds. 1 divided by 8, it can't be done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to exchange this 1 to here. So you can either look at it as 11 like this, or you can just bring your little 1 there, so you're looking at it as 11 like that. It doesn't matter. So 11 divided by 8. How many times can 8 fit into 11? How many groups of 8? So 1, and then I have 3 left over, 3 remaining. So now I say 32 divided by 8 is 4. Okay? So the answer is 14. So 112 divided by 8 is 14. You're going to see a word problem. And it looks like this. Rosie wins £5,736 in a competition. How lucky. She decides to share it equally between 4 charities. How much money will each charity receive? Now, if we are sharing, that's a good indicator of division as well. So we need to share the 5,736 between 4 charities. So look out for those key words. So let's do that then. So I have 5,736. Now I've got my 4 digits divided by 1 digit, 4 charities. Okay, so let's work on this. So 5 divided by 4, 1, remainder 1. 17 divided by 4, 4 times 4 is 16, and I have 1 left over. 13 divided by 4 is 3, because 3 times 4 is 12. I've got 13, so I've got 1 left over again. And then I have 16 divided by 4, which is 4. So each charity is going to get £1,434 each. Okay, so that's the word problem. And then finally, I'm just going to turn my page over. The last bit of practice, I'm just going to write it down here because I didn't print out, is 5,370 divided by 6. And we have 6,705 divided by 9. Now, if you want to pause the video here and see how you get on with those two yourselves, you can do that. Or you can do it along with me. So press pause now. And once you've finished, let's have a look together. Right, getting a little bit difficult now, a little bit more tricky, a little bit more challenging. So let's have a look at this. 5 divided by 6. It's not going to work because I need this number to be larger than what I'm dividing by. So I'm going to bring my 5 over there. So now I have 53 divided by 6, and this is where I need my times tables, okay? How many 6s go into 53? How many 6s go into 53? Okay, so 6 8s are 48. 6 9s are 54. Now that's too big. Okay, so it actually fits 8 times to get me to 48, but how many have I got left over remaining? Okay, so have a think about that. So I have 5 left over. Okay, so then I have 57 divided by 6. Well, in my previous calculation, I can already see that 6 times 9 is 54, so that's pretty close. And if I go to 6 times 10, it's going to be too many because it's 60. Okay, so 57 divided by 6 fits 9 times to get me to 54, and I have 3 remaining, and then I have 30 divided by 6, which fits nice and evenly as a 5. 6 times 5 is 30. So if you did that independently and you got it correct, well done. And if you did it independently and it's not so correct, do you know where you went wrong? Have a little look. And then the last practice question. 6 divided by 9, can't do it. So I'm going to bring my 6 across here. 67 divided by 9. Now, 9 times 7 equals 63. 9 times 8 equals 72. So, which one am I going to use? I'm going to do 9 times 7 because that gets me to 63. And I have got 4 left over. 40 divided by 9. Okay, well I know 9 times 5 is 45, so that's too large. But 9 times 3, sorry, 9 times 4 is 36. 36. So 9 times 4, whoopsie daisy, sorry about that. 9 times 4 is 36. What's the difference between 36 and 40? So I have 4 left over. 45 divided by 9 fits nice and evenly without any remainders 5 times. So my final answer is 745. So well done if you got those correct on your own. Doesn't matter if you didn't. And when you carry on through the lesson presentation, you will see some independent practice. Okay, so just keep practicing. If you're finding it too hard, then obviously you can go back to practice some of the 2 digits or 3 digits. Okay, just check your answers with a calculator, get someone to check at home. Just be aware you might have some remainders. So just give it a little try, see how you get on. Yeah, and we're going to do some more tomorrow anyway, so don't worry if you haven't got it completely in your head today. So give it a try, and I will speak to you tomorrow.